What's up, everybody? Math Productions Gaming, and this episode we're picking up in our playthrough series after doing a lot recently. Really, we have expanded down, set up a custom settlement via the Conquest mod right at Drumlin Diner. We've unlocked Starlight Drive-In on the way, as well as Abernathy Farms. Most recently, for Ten Pines Bluff, we went into Lexington and took out Jared at Corvega, and now we have Ten Pines added into the mix along with Sanctuary and Red Rocket. So because of all the work we've been putting in, Preston actually has promoted us, appointed us as the General of the Minutemen. So one of the first things I want to do here is start this supply network. I trust Codsworth most to go to my personal camp at Red Rocket. So Codsworth is going to do that short journey back and forth over the bridge between Sanctuary and Red Rocket, connecting those two locations in our supply line. And after that, before that, you saw on screen, we told Preston, hey, you're gonna keep sending us across the map. I think you should come with us too. So Preston is with us and Dogmeat, and after resting overnight, putting a save point down, we're going to head south into the map, going towards the center of the map, and we're going to do the easiest path of the least resistance to Sunshine Tidings Co-Op. I don't know why I keep calling that the trading company as opposed to co-op. I just do, even when it's on screen right as I'm talking about it, but this time I think I got it right. Sunshine Tidings Co-Op. That's where we're headed to next. So the reason I said the path of least resistance to our location is mainly because we've been doing a lot of combat recently, and we are almost completely out of ammunition for our two weapons, our two primary weapons that we're carrying. We have a silenced glow-sighted 10mm and a silenced scoped 308 pipe rifle. And we have very, very little ammunition between the two. I'm not carrying a melee weapon even currently, so my backup is my fist, and I have one special point in strength, so you can imagine how we would fare in a fist fight. But since we've cleared out the majority of this way already, we're familiar with this route. We just hugged south of Concord, east of Drumlin, right along the back edge of Starlight Drive-In, followed that into Lexington, stayed along the west side of Lexington, just outside the city, and now we're heading down the hill. We ran into Grey Gardens, but instead of continuing further south, which this is the start of the path for my easiest route directly to Diamond City. If we would have went over that railroad bridge, over that body of water, we could have passed Oberlin Station, gone right into Diamond City from the west entrance. But right now we're cutting west across the map. We're going over by ArcJet Systems, and then we're going to cut back north a little bit. And I promise this is a sketchy spot. We're heading right towards Raiders. If we're too far to the west, we could run right into a behemoth. If we're too far to the east or to the right, the way that we're going. So we got to kind of split right in the middle, and we should be able to, without any resistance or encounters, come right into Sunshine Tidings Co-Op. Luckily for us, we did not actually encounter any enemies, because we need the few bullets that we have left to actually clear out this location and unlock it as a usable settlement. There are 2 feral ghouls in this building here, and then there's 2 more feral ghouls in another building on the far west side of the compound. There's a few rad roaches throughout, but to actually be able to unlock the workbench here, the only enemies that you have to eliminate are the 4 feral ghouls. Of course, I have no throwables. I keep harping very few actual rounds, but luckily, with Preston, with Dogmeat, with my lack of shame to just bold-faced run away, we were able To eliminate the feral ghouls, we're going to take out the rest of the rad roaches. I'm going to sleep for like an hour in one of these beds. There we go. Here's the last one I got to take out. Bow. Missed. Alright, so once I take out this last one, sleep in the bed. Now we got a save point. I'm going to go ahead, head into this central barn. That's where the workbench is. Now we can access it, unlock it. And this is the location that I like to start out with my first recruitment beacon. While yes, this location is really far to the west of the map in regards to a lot of the other settlements, and we don't want to create a whole bunch of really big supply lines, this is not going to be a central location for our supply line network, but it does, it has the space and the resources available, or at least the space for resources available, to really be able to bring in a lot of settlers to this location, where we can then reassign those settlers individually to other locations. So it's going to be much easier to manage where all of our supply line carriers are coming from, so we don't have to actually populate settlements we don't want to. We can just send a single settler to that location and still be able to incorporate it into the bigger supply line network. That's kind of the goal. That's what we started out here with Sunshine Tidings Co-Op, and that's what we're going to start working towards in the near future, actually getting these things set up so that way we have a full, robust, plentiful network of supplies, because once we're at that point, we can really start some building, right? We haven't got to do a whole lot of any building so far in this playthrough series. It's my absolute favorite thing to do. We just had to get a foundation in place for the supplies we're going to need. I think we're at that point, so I think some building is what's right around the corner. So I hope that sounds good to you. I hope that you liked this video. If you did like the video, I hope that you press the like button. If you are interested in seeing what we do next in the playthrough, some of the build ideas I have in mind, or just more mod reviews and tips and tricks, there's tons more content on the way. I hope you consider subscribing to the channel. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, and as always, take care.